What is the value of an acre of nature? What is the meaning of a patch of earth in the foothills of the American West? For artist Kevin Macpherson, a pond the size of an acre near his home in New Mexico was the inspiration for a magnificent artistic journey called Reflections on a Pond.
The Reflections of the Pond was one of those projects that really just developed without any effort. It was one of those obsessions that I had such a beautiful scene in front of me that it pretty much was a no-brainer that it needed to be painted.
This unique project was conceived as an artistic exploration, a physical challenge, and a psychological adventure in which a single vista was documented on canvas at different times of the day and night in all seasons.
You get to live with it on a very intimate basis, and you see it, and you know it, and you anticipate it, and it surprises you. And every day, all those things happen. You know, an event of light that I thought would happen didn't happen, and something new exposed itself.
Like French Impressionist Claude Monet, Kevin's goal was for the subject to be secondary to the momentary conditions that affect it, the nature of the atmosphere, the variables of wind and weather, the quality of the light. As a result, no two paintings are alike. Each is an expression of a moment in time, accompanied by Kevin's thoughts.
Beyond it revealing visual stimulation to me, the project revealed more things about my person than I would have ever imagined. That time of working for an average of an hour a day doing the actual painting really gave me an hour a day pause to step back from my busy lifestyle, which is all painting, but it was just for me. There was no other reason other than having a daily dialogue with nature out there. And it almost became like every day I would go visit it and talk to my friend, you know, and talk color, talk value, talk atmosphere. And quickly just grabbing two paintings from the series, you could see wildly different views of the same thing. If someone saw these two paintings, they probably wouldn't think it was the same place. It's a month apart. This was March and this is April. And from day to day, sometimes I'd have dramatic differences like that. And so I have so many endless compositions revealing itself with the same scene. And again, I travel looking for inspiration with the curious eye, but we don't have to go far. We don't have to leave our own backyard, and we take that for granted so much. And this, so many artists have seen this series, and it has intrigued them to look at their scenes more intimately. And Monet has done many series, and many artists have done that, you know, because we're intrigued with how light does it. But to do it in that many times, I think, is a rarity. And I'm proud of the achievement that I followed through. And I'm proud that it took 5 years and another 4 years to create the book, because it gave me more and more time to reflect about it, as opposed to if I did it, first of all, commercially, you know, for anything or buddy other than myself. I think it would have become a chore, but I still could be working on it. And I still will be doing paintings from the series. My goal is never to break up the collection. I think the collection, individually, all the pieces are worth greater worth as a whole. And I'm really proud that the Pasadena Museum of California Art is the first to exhibit, and then it's going to be traveling around the country for many, many years. And so I'll get to share the actual paintings along with the book with hopefully as many people as possible.
Although he knew that change was at the heart of the project, Kevin kept some elements constant. Each painting was done on a 6 by 8 inch panel. His palette was consistent, and he remained faithful to the reality of the scene's composition. This magnificent series of 368 paintings is a portrait of a year in the life of a pond. But in reality, it is also a portrait of Kevin Macpherson, Reflection on a Pond is a documentation of a journey into the spiritual significance of being an artist and a visual expression of how an artist sees. Individually, each painting is an advocate for the magic of the moment, whether in the life of a pond or the life of the viewer. The point of the series is light and atmosphere and not necessarily describing the elements of the scene itself. Remarkably, the amazing variety of color and light effects were achieved with limited palette of only 3 colors.
Mixing becomes so intuitive after a while. My students will always ask, what color did you mix? And because I use a limited palette, I used a little red, yellow, and blue, and white. So the answer is almost the same for every mixture I make.
Reflections on a Pond will soon become a major traveling museum exhibition, but the astonishing series of paintings has also been captured in a beautiful hardbound book, comprised of over 400 color reproductions. This 260-page work beautifully presents the ever-changing daily and seasonal scenes, coupled with the moods and insight of the artist, Kevin Macpherson. This beautiful museum-quality art book is available today for $95 plus shipping and handling.